Hello, my name is Jeffrey Kirk, and this is the third video in my series about how to get seen online. Do you want your business to be seen online, but you don't know how to start? Well, that's why I'm here. In my last two videos, I talked about optimizing your website for search engines and using social media platforms to engage with customers and promote your business. Today, I'm giving you 10 tips about creating valuable and relevant content to attract organic traffic. So keep watching. Just a real quick request before I continue. If you would take a second to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. And if you take the next step to click the little bell, then you'll get notified when the next video comes out. Awesome! Thanks for doing that. Now, let's get back to the idea of creating great content. This is important because great content attracts visitors and helps them convert into sales. When you understand the needs of your target audience and create valuable content that solves their problems, you're helping to grow your business. To start, you need to identify your what and how. What are you offering, and how will this help your audience? And always remember, your content is for your visitors, not for the sole purpose of ranking in the search results. So here are those tips to help you create valuable and relevant content. Tip number 1, conduct research to understand the needs, wants, and pain points of your target audience. Who do you want to target, and what do they need? Are you looking for business owners? People who were injured? Is there a specific age range? Certain hobbies? Knowing who your target audience is will help you focus on the content that you create. After you identify your audience, look for ways to solve their problems. Ask yourself these 3 questions. What is my target customer searching for before they would buy my product or service? Number 2, what is the main problem my ideal client faces? And third, what reasons might cause my ideal customer to say no to my business? The answers to these questions are great topics of content you can publish. And that's because good content is information that searchers are looking for. Answer their questions, provide solutions to their problems, and make an offer that helps them buy your services. Tip number 2, create a content plan that aligns with your business goals and client needs. Now that you know who to target, it's time to plan your content. Present topics about what your business does, but put it in terms that your prospects can understand. In other words, it should not be all about we do this, we do that, but rather what's in it for your audience. In other words, give them answers to their questions. What does your ideal customer want? What are the possible objections that might stop them from buying from you? Start with what you would want to share and then create content on that topic. If your visitors like it, maybe they'll share it too. I recommend posting on a regular basis, and that's easiest if you plan your content and schedule posts in advance. Keep in mind, search engines love new and updated content, so the more you post, the more likely your new content ranks higher in the search results. Tip number 3, produce a variety of content types to appeal to different preferences and learning styles. If you're looking to use Google search as your traffic strategy, a very effective content type is blogging. Blogs are a perfect way to provide relevant content and make it easy for visitors to stay on your site and continue reading. Once you get a group of faithful readers, you'll gain traction and have more steady traffic to your site. Investing in your own blog and creating content about your business not only establishes your authority in your industry, but it also connects you to your target audience. So, you should create blog content that attracts your ideal customer. In a previous video, I explained why and how you should start a business blog. I will include the link below so that you have easy access. Another mainstream content type is podcasts. People love this medium, and it's actually an easy way to produce content. Your podcasts can include interviews and narratives that target your customers' interests. Another type of content is video. Videos are a powerful way to engage with your audience. And since you're here watching this video, you already know how effective video content can be. Tip number 4, optimize content for search engines by incorporating relevant keywords and meta tags. After identifying the kind of content that you want to create, using specific keywords related to your business is a good way to increase your site traffic. It's important to use keywords, the words people search for, within the title and body of your content. But don't overdo it. You should write like you're talking to a friend, not like you want to influence the search results. Like everything else, for this strategy to work, you have to focus on your target audience and use that knowledge to decide on keywords that fit their needs and their searches. If you need help with keyword research, I covered this topic in a previous video as well, so look for that link below. The important point here is if you're taking the time to create new content, you want to help search engines understand that content. Because when they understand it and it's relevant to searchers, then it's going to get seen. Tip number 5, promote content through social media and other channels to drive traffic to your website. Social media provides a big platform for you to reach a tremendous audience to share your content. The bigger the audience, the more traffic you can get. The number of likes, shares, comments on social media sites can translate into awareness or people knowing your brand. And therefore, it creates a chance for engagement and sales. When someone reaches your content, be sure to tell them what you want them to do next. You can include calls to action that ask them to do common things such as leave a comment, or share, or like, or subscribe. And you can also make offers to get them to click and visit your website. Tip number 6, measure the performance of your content marketing efforts using analytics. It's important to determine your KPIs, key performance indicators, before you get started so you can track the progress of your goals, not just some random numbers. By offering great content, you help your customers and prospects move to the next step toward your business goals. Monitor your site's performance to meet those goals. Add that subscribe button, give something away, build up that email list, and see how much traffic your site is getting. You can also begin tracking your improvements, like the number of email signups, the number of downloads, phone calls, and even sales. Or if your business is focused on local ranking, then how often is your business showing up? And how many searchers made it to your website? Or maybe even how many reviews do you have? All this information can help you reach your business goals. Assuming you haven't met your goals, keep making improvements until your numbers are where they need to be. Tip number 7, encourage user-generated content. User-generated content is mostly made up of posts and feedback from the users of your products or services. It could be in the form of a social media update, a review, or a comment. If it wasn't created by any of your employees or affiliates or yourself, then it's user-generated content. User-generated content provides authenticity and it demonstrates brand loyalty from real users of your products and services. This content can influence other people's preferences and their decision making. There are many ways to collect user-generated content online, but keep in mind, if you reuse content, be sure you understand ownership rights, especially when it comes to photography and images. Tip number 8, collaborate with other businesses and influencers. Collaborations and partnership campaigns give extra exposure to your business. Plus, you have the potential to reach a brand new audience. An ideal partnership will be mutually beneficial to all partners by allowing each to gain new followers and exposure from the others. You can collaborate on campaigns with established businesses and influencers to help generate engagement and publicity for your business. You can also conduct and publish interviews with experts or customers to showcase different aspects of your business that would be meaningful to others. Tip number 9, repurpose and update old content to keep it relevant and useful. The value of content changes over time. Any information that was accurate a few months ago might be completely out of date now. Wouldn't you prefer to read something published in the last year rather than an article from 2010? Of course you would. Given a choice, most people will click on articles published recently. This means the click-through rate of old articles drops as time goes on. So by repurposing and updating your old content, you can get a lift in its ranking, especially for topics in areas that change frequently. When updating your old content, be sure to remove any broken links and add in new links to better resources. And at the same time, if you discover any errors or you want to add in new media, you can make those changes as well. And finally, tip number 10, continuously test and experiment with new content formats and tactics. This is about staying ahead of the curve. Change is constant, especially online. By learning to adapt and improve your content, you can stay ahead of competitors and get a higher ranking. Helping searchers find what they're looking for and guiding them to the results they want will help them trust your content and, therefore, your business. Show them how to go from where they are now to where they want to be and answer the questions that come up along the way. Use different types of content to create awareness, convert leads, and ascend prospects to the next step of their customer journey with your company. I realize that all of this can be overwhelming at first, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more you can do to improve the user experience and improve your position in the search results. Since you made it this far, I would like to offer you a checklist which includes each of the 10 points from this video, along with 3 action steps you can take to move forward on each of the 10 points. Go to upatdawn.biz/10content. That's 10 content. You'll find the link below as well. Your business deserves to be seen online, and I will help you get there. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.